Hey, good morning, Valley Middle School STEM. Welcome to the first rotation of STEMsday activities for the 2015-16 school year. These activities are brought to you by the Society of American Military Engineers. So if you know someone in this organization, thank them for sponsoring STEM education at VMSS. Today your challenge will be to design and build 2 Hot Wheel car ramps in your small groups. More specifically, we're asking you to design one ramp that will yield the longest Hot Wheel car jump possible and one ramp that will yield the highest jump. Now we're asking you to calculate the approximate angle of each of these ramps without using a protractor. How am I going to do that? Well, first of all, let's think about the ramp. If you think about the ramp that your group builds as a triangle, we're asking you to measure this angle right down here. Well, if you had a protractor like your teacher, you could just throw that right in there and find out that you have a 25-degree angle. But no protractors. You need to approximate it. Well, how are you going to do that? Well, Bo and Luke Duke were telling their cousin Daisy just the other day, they says, Daisy, this here's a 90-degree angle on that square. And Daisy said, why, if I cut that in half, I would have 2 equal angles. Well, Daisy was a smart one of the family there. See if you can figure out what the Dukes are talking about. All right, for your materials, you're going to have 16 feet of track, a roll of tape, and a Hot Wheel car. Now, your teacher will also have a protractor, so after you get your ramps that you think are yielding the longest and the highest jumps, and you've approximated the angles, you can ask your homeroom teacher to check the angle with their protractor and see how close you are. All right, finally, the constraints. There's always constraints. The cars need to be gravity powered, so you can't push them down the track. And you may not use a protractor or any other manufactured tool like a smartphone application to measure the angles. All right, now there are always some yeah buts and questions, and I think this will probably take care of a couple of the big ones. You can make one ramp using all the track, or if you want to, you can split it into 2 tracks and work on the ramps simultaneously. Or you can try it both ways. See what your group wants to do. Okay, our time frame for today will be 35 minutes. So we'd like you to spend about 5 minutes or so in that imagined design stage. And then at 7:55, get right into the creating, trying it out, and evaluating. Do that for 20 minutes until about 8:15. Then we'll be at the wrap up and clean up time. Our homeroom will end today at 8:25. As you work through the process, make sure you're building, testing, constantly evaluating and redesigning. What variables can you change? What one will affect the distance of the jump, the height of the jump, etc. And when you're done, we'd like you to reflect upon the process and think about what angle worked best for each challenge. And can you draw any conclusions about ramp angles as a result of your experience? Did you control the variables from one design to the next? Or is that important in this type of experiment? And if you're done before anyone else, the early finisher assignment will be to design a ramp to catch the cars off of those jumps. And there'll be no material constraints on this challenge, so just use whatever you want. All right, when it gets to cleanup time, if you could please take and put one blue little attach or tongue thing into each orange track piece, that would be terrific. And then put all the blue tabs up. It'll be really easy for your teacher to check to see if you have them all. Please put the car and the masking tape also in the bag. If you're the first group to do this, please throw any packaging away. Teachers, make sure to leave that time for the all-important wrap-up discussion and so we can get some feedback from students and staff on this one. All right, that said, our team of fantastic administrators will be out looking for kids who are doing a fantastic job on this and passing them out some sweet treats as a reward. And until then, I'd just like to say, Barney and his minions say, have a super duper day.